Hello guys and welcome back to SM Software. This is another episode on a React Marketplace app using Expo. So in this episode we are going to work on keyboard handling, image listing and the design, of course with the pull to refresh. My name is Shaban Musamba. If you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and like our video. Let's take a look for what you are going to achieve in this episode. So you are going to handle a keyboard we are going to work on a keyboard handling, so that you can give us space to type. Let's take an example of creating a new user, say Ali Musa, example Ali1 at me.com, and you can see that you still have enough space to type. You can also say I can put the password, any password is fine, it's just testing, and login, create an account. So account created successfully. Oh, that's an error there. It's okay. The name you can change it later. So you can say, okay, let's create our product. First of all, let's go to a product listing. So we are going to work on this design to have a product card, product listing, all of this, and also a view image. You can view image, all of that, preview image. Next, also create new product. So we'll also handle create new product and refresh. Say bait luxury. Let's say for example 3,000, yes, $3,000, and this is test the description, something like that. Okay, what else? You can now add the image. So you can scroll down to add some image. That's fine. Okay, so now let's create this product. All right, the product was created successfully. Let's go back to the input. Now they're empty. So go to explore. So we can pull to refresh. So if I pull like this will refresh the page, the screen. And we can also see the product was actually the product added is somewhere here on the list, which is this one. Okay, so we are going to work on this and we make sure that everything is going to work smoothly and perfectly. My name is Shaban Musamba, and let's get started. All right, I got my app running. This is the app we created in our previous episode. The app is running, and also the server is running, the backend. So what we want to do right now is we want to create a wrapper. I want to show you an example. If you want to, for example, go to login, you see that user cannot type. So it's like the keyboard is closing the inputs. So we have this called React keyboard avoiding. This is the one. So you see, this can help us to handle this the common issue. So to do that, so I want to create another component. Since we are going to reuse the same thing multiple places, different files. So we want to use that on a login, create an account, also reset password, all of this, even create product. So I can create a reusable component in here. I'm just going to create a component called app wrapper.tsx. So in this app wrapper, we can say reusable component. Okay, wrapper login, logout, etc. Those screens. You don't want to this. I can expand this. So what I can do is I can import. We can do import let's say keyboard keyboard avoiding view. Okay, and what else? Can also import maybe platform. That's correct. And also keyboard. Yeah, that's fine. And you can import view. Also import view. So the idea is we create this one. This component can be reused somewhere else. So this is the app. This is generated actually by AI. So we're just going to have children. So that means the rest of the rest of the components, we're going to just inject them inside here. So you're going to have this keyboard avoiding view, and we can check the platform. Flex one. So we set flex one, and then we're going to do behavior. So platform is checking if the OS is equal to iOS. So we can do the padding. You also set the heading, the height, all of that. And keyboard can also do the keyboard. Can do keyboard vertical offset. We can use also the platform. Let's say platform, we can set to, let's say maybe 8, which is 0, 8, or default to just set to 0. So if it's iPhones, you can set this, else you can set 0. What else? That's fine. So we can also use touchable without feedback. So you can do touchable without feedback. Touchable without feedback. So we can just want just to help us dismiss. Like this is fine. So accessible. So on press dot dismiss. We can also add what to call accessible like this. So it's equal to false. I think this is enough. Okay, this is fine. So we want to reuse this across our app. So let me resize this one and open the app here. So this is our app. So if we go to, let's try to go, for example, create product. But since we have a middleware, we created our custom middleware. So if you press go to create product and you are not authenticated, this will redirect you to login. So from the login here, we can do can do login like this. So the login here, we just want to wrap the whole thing. We want to wrap the whole thing with the app wrapper. So we can remove the surface. We'll remove the surface. Instead of having this, we can just wrap with the view. Just pass. This is going to be view, and we can remove the styled container. We can remove this. Yeah, we can actually remove this. We don't need that. So down here, okay, just remove this one, and we're just going to do app wrapper, that one, and select that, and also close. So we're just going to inject children inside there. So we have an error. We need to import view. Surface from React Native. You can also import, let's see down here, and also import view like this. If you save that, the error is gone. Now let's try the login. You see now how you are seeing now the login. So what we can do, if you still want to have the style, you can actually just use custom style maybe, and scroll down here. and use custom style. So let's say, for example, style, put style.container. Yeah, so now you're having that style container. So the content now they are actually correct. So we can do the same thing for the login. For this is the login actually, but there's something for the registration. All right, so for the registration too, we can just change this to view. Yeah, and just to view, so we keep the same thing, the whole thing as default, but we're just going to wrap this in app wrapper, like this one, and also close this. So put the content, and that's fine. Unable to resolve. Let's see. Let's try again. I'll forget that error. Let's try to go to registration. Is there? So if I click now, one thing is we can try to refresh the app. We will have this error, is usually, but we'll have to try to reload the app. So what I can do first of all is just to also wrap this in create, where we are using to create the component, the screen to create the product. This is the one. So we can remove a scroll. We don't even need a scroll here. We can just go ahead and remove the scroll. If you want to, you can actually can keep it. You can keep the scroll. So let's just wrap this with the view. So and put this in what call that our app wrapper. But this was correct. So we don't have to create this do the same thing all over again. So we're just going to wrap this. So any change we make in our app wrapper should automatically apply to this one. So we can't use this. We can't add this on layout. You can't don't do this on the layout, because it will actually go and actually going to override the whole thing, the whole design for the layout. So we just want to wrap in some components, some screens which is necessary. All right, so we can reload the app and see the change. All right, so looks like we got an error here. I think we are going back to this file, view. Yes, here. It is wrong, so we need to import from React Native here. Import to view. Yeah, that's correct. If you save that, let's see. The error is gone. Dismiss. Okay, let's try to save again. Unable to resolve. Let's see what error we have again there. On create, why did you import that? Import view. This is correct. Create, didn't you wrap? Do you wrap this with the view? And where is it? Oh, looks like we're having the same issue here. So you need to change this. Make sure that you're importing from React Native. Import view like this. So I'll save that. Now the error is gone. So if you try to type, you see now automatically are leaving the space for inputs. Okay, so let's go to the next one, which was product cart. Let's work on product cart. All right, before going to designing product cart or correcting product cart, so we have to make some modification here, correct this one a little bit, so that we can also have a nice view. So we can remove this. Remove this. We can maybe replace this with the product card. You can say app header. You can do app header, but we will actually do that later. What I want to show you, just okay, we can remove this to simplify this this create product. We can remove that, put it down here, and if you save it, let's see what we have. We want to see. Okay, it's going to be like this. Yeah, so simplify it. So don't worry about this default header. We will change this. In this video, we're just going to work on a very common issue, common stuff, and designing. Okay, so I can add the image. Click add image. I want to create a couple of products here to see. Yeah, this is working. This is working. Creating product. What I want to show you an example. Create product. Let's say, for example, can remove this one. Let's say pillows, and let's say, for example, 100. And here maybe let's just say home, and let's say this is a test. Okay, now if you create the product was created successfully, and this is the home, the single product. But if we go to create product here, we want to correct it a little bit. Here when you say create product, so we do replace. We can maybe just push. We can just push. I don't know. We just do push. So this will go to that screen. But we also want to give a user ability to get back to the same page if you want to create a product. But you can reset the inputs to make sure that the inputs are not they're actually empty. Okay, this is correct. Also, even tags also set. Let's set tags to empty like this. This is fine. So you see, okay, for example, now the product was created. Now you are on a single product, so we don't have a way to navigate. This is now where we wanted to actually work on a little bit. The product card is good for now. If you go to product ID, this one. So we need to add a couple of stuff in here. In this, we need to correct. So what we can do, since we don't really need this one for now, we can close this and close also this one. So we can go to layout, underscore layout. So this is in the app level from the app. We have two app layout, underscore app layout. You see, we have this one here on the tabs, but on this one, the main app layout. So from here, we can make some modifications here. We don't want to show the header, but I think we can also even modify the same thing. If you go also to app layout on the tabs, this is now the one under the tabs folder. We also want to tell this, okay, don't show the header, the default header. So we can do that. If you go to the main tabs, this one, and we can add options, screen options. Screen options is already there. We can say, okay, show app header, a header shown false. So we don't want to show that. Okay, we want to show that. Now if you go to a single app product, this one, or single product, we want to add the header. So we can add custom header to just help this guy to we can add a header here. So I can do in the scroll view. Where is the scroll view? Scroll view start from here. Okay, we don't need to have a card for this one. Instead, we can just pass as a view from React Native. Yeah, this is going to be a view like this. So it's not a card. Now we see the change. And the top here, since this is a view, we can also show app header. App header. app bar, actually app bar, I meant app bar dot header, like this, app bar dot header, and just going to just say this is our single product. So we actually we now show the back button, and we can give the content. Let's say content, we can give the title to product or product details, whatever you want to call it. If you also want, you can show the product name. So now the top there, you see that we can now have that back button. If I press that, it's supposed to go back to that button, but you want to go there. Why? Because we did push replace, so we replace the URL, so this guy doesn't have where to go. So the thing we can do here is maybe pass the footer. You can have a footer, so footer can help the you can actually help the user to navigate back to navigate to get the navigation at the bottom here. This is what I mean. Okay, first we can update the layout, the tabs layout. We need to tell the provider some stuff to do here. Actually, this one is just fine. We will get back to this, but let's go to app layout. Here, since we also want to use that to navigate the screen, so we can tell user to navigate to a single product screen. So we can tell the layout that okay, we also have a product. It's a product and /id. So this now to make sure that even from our single product ID, so user can still navigate or can still see the bottom. What else can you show here? So we can also work on statue bar. You can work on statue bar like this, but the style we want to pass the theme. We can do it's equal to, we can pass our theme, dark or light mode, whatever you have. The theme is actually up here. If you see, the theme is up here, and we have our custom theme which was already defined. We do have our custom theme ready. Yes, our theme is ready here, which was already defined. Okay, so we still have a couple of stuff here to correct a little bit. What else can we add in here? So the stack here, options, we say header shown, no. What else? And for the screen tab here, we can also say option shown false. Okay, what else do you need to add? Yeah, I think that is correct. That's correct. So we just need to now to go and update the single product. So if you go to single product, so we need to update here to show image, and then make sure that also we follow some errors if you got any error for the bottom to show. All right. Okay, so we can also use AI to clean up, to also check up our design. So what I can do is we can copy this one and I go to this guy here, AI. We can do let's clean up this template. Yeah. Okay, say note, do not break the existing code. Yeah. Okay, let's see how AI is going to update this, so that we can now use it. Let's see. Restore the sessions. I see that. Okay, we can take this we want to just paste this here. So we want to, first of all, let's see the change. What is the change? Let's see the update. Change made, group import export, sorry, grouped import export React Native papers theme. Okay. Remove unnecessary comment. Okay. What else? Stack. Okay. You want me also to drop the temporary loading screen? Yes, that's good. So we can also have that. The temporary loading screen. You see here. You see here that okay, AI. Here we are returning nil. We don't want to return nil. Here it wasn't nil. I don't know what was it there. Oh, it was nil. So we don't want to return nil. If it's loading, we will instead want to really show the screen, the loading screen. Let's copy that to see the change made by AI. So we, now on load, we just return that screen. So if you save that, we go back to our app. The app is there. We still have it. Okay, let's copy also this one. This is to handle a single product. Oh, this is okay. Not we can also handle a single product like this, and do not break the existing code, because if you don't tell AI, just going to override the the code and just print something else, which is not going to work on our code anymore. Okay, let's see the change. Since you also want to handle a single product page, you don't need to touch the tab layout, Expo route, let's combine. Okay, let's see a lot of updates. Okay, all right, this is it. Do you want me to also add the deep linking Expo single product so that the passing card slide? Let's say okay. Yes, let's see. So wire up the navigation so that from your Expo screen inside the tab, you can press a product. It should open the okay. Oh, come on. Okay, and show screen. This is the only update was there. What else? No, we can just take this one. So this is the update. Let's see what is the update here exactly. No, we didn't even have any update there actually. Update root layout. Okay, so do root layout. So this is the menu layout. This one here. See the root layout. Yeah. So for the root layout, we need to. Oh, this what was there was actually deleted. No, it's here. So we can add this one here. And add stack and also this one. So save this and open the screen to see. We just want to see if we have anything we are missing. Actually everything is still fine. We have our product detail there, so we don't want to show this one here. So this looks like if you go to single product screen, you see now we have this one ready, and it looks like AI added another one. So if you want, so we can remove the custom one, so just keep the original one. I don't know what you think. You think the original one looks better? I don't know. If you can keep the original one if you want to. You don't have much to customize, but if you have, you probably need to change this one, to remove this one and use the customer one. Huh? Yes, if you want to have some different stuff to show on the header here. So this depends. All right, so to have bottom navigation here, we cannot have it directly. Why? Because bottom navigation can only appear if it's inside the screen, the tabs. But we don't want that. We don't want to have many tabs here. We only want to have 4. So we can create a custom bottom navigation down here. Just a second. Down here, we can actually create a custom bottom navigation. So what we want to do is we can actually create custom navigations. How are we going to handle that? Okay, the way to handle that, we can use route. Let me show you what I want to do here. So let's see, we want to create a route, navigation route, so we can have something similar to this one, to the home page, this one. So you can have create a custom bottom navigation. So this now will help user to navigate, because this can't appear on a single product. Why? Because single product is not on the tabs. All right, let's go and create the custom bottom navigation. Okay, so first of all, a couple of stuff here we need to check. Okay, here we can set loading to true. Make sure I set the loading to true, and after that we can now create a function, create a navigation. Can do const route is equal to, we can create an array of routes. You see, so array of route, we can say, for example, homepage, profile, whatever. But what we want to have is we want to have, let's say, key home, and title, home, icon. We can get the icon and on press. So we want to pass that route there on press. So this, we can do that on press. You can pass on press here. So just going to loop on them, or we can simplify this by just do let's can have home, title, and icon of focus, because we want to use the bottom navigation. So we now already have to follow up the order for bottom navigation. Focus icon, like this. Yeah, that's correct. That's home. We don't want pass on press. So this is simple. So we are going to have a home icon. The key is home. The title is home, and the focus icon is equal to home. So I think if you go to React native bottom navigation, this one. So you can get a couple of you can get some no, not tabs. We don't want to tabs, but we just want to get custom one. React native. React native bottom. So you can take this one. Try to go around there. You'll see
Yeah, you'll see much details. So I can just go ahead and explain to you what we are going to do. Okay, so we will have this one for home. We can also have another one for, let's say, create product. This is for create, and the icon is going to be, this one is lowercase, and the following one is this guy is going to be uppercase. Create, and the icon is going to be, we're just going to pass the icons. We're just going to, the name of the icons is going to be circle and outline. What else can you add here? So we're going to have another one, let's say for example card. Going to have card, this key is going to be card, like this. Yeah, the title is going to be card, and also we're going to have the card. You can have card outline or just card. What else? Going to have a profile, which is the last one, and this is just going to be account. You can also have account outline. It's fine. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So we can now have bottom. Down here, I can scroll just a little bit down here. Inside, I think outside of the scroll view, outside of the scroll view, we can add say bottom navigation. Yeah, here. So we can do bottom, just type it. So TypeScript will import it automatically. Bottom navigation, and you pass the route. We can say navigation state. We can pass index, index. So for index, we're going to have navigation.index. Here we don't have index yet, but you can pass navigation.index. What else can you pass in here? We will get back to that. You can also pass on press, on change, or on index. We can pass handle index. We don't have that function. We can say handle navigation, or handle index, handle change. That's just fine. Don't change. We don't have that function. We need to create that. So render, you can also call render send, which is going to be also render send. So we need to create this function, and also we need to add nav. This one could be nav index. Nav index, like this. Okay, so let's create this one. Okay, so up here we can first of all, let's create const nav index is equal to 0. So we initiate it with 0 to start with the first one. Next, we can now create right after here, we can now create first of all, let's create const, create also this const render send is equal to, we can do render send is equal to a function, arrow function, and maybe just set to something like this, render function and nil. That's correct. So so we are not switching. So this is not switching to any content here, or just nothing. So we can do const handle navigation. What's the name for handle navigation change? This is the correct one. So this guy will take index which is number. So we're just going to set the index. So we can set, for example, set nav index is set to the current index we have. So we can do switch statement. We can just do switch statement instead of this. Can do switch statement, Okay, this is correct. We will correct this one. So switch statement. So if is equal to home, but what we should do here, we can actually get the index. We can take this index and pass in the route, because since we have a route, we can pass in our route here. So just pass route.key, or just route like this. So we pass route. So that means we can check here by check by name. Let's say if it's home, we pass home. The string is not type of string. Why is not? Oh, we must pass key. Oh, because it's the key. Yeah. Okay. Now we can. So now we can navigate to home. If it's a home, and if it's a create, and here if is card, and if it is profile, yeah. So this way it can work, but we can just save this one to see what we get there. Do you have any error so far? If you go to single product, this is what we have. But if I click press on this, is not nothing's happening, but at least we have our footer. Oh, some to work, some didn't. So we have to go back and also we can use AI. So we can copy, since we already create our function, some stuff. We can use AI. Say let's clean up this template. Let's clean up this template. So make sure this guy is not going to delete our code. Not do not break the existing code, because it's meant to go and remove everything and right. Let's see. Okay, the change made, remove and use the import. Okay, inline set of, okay, not change API fetch. Okay, all right. Let's see the change made, if it's going to work. Let's go back to home. This is home. Click on single product. We still have the same problem. The icons are not showing. Go to profile. Okay, profile is working. The router working. Go to card. Card is working. So the only thing is not working here is the icons. So why the icons are not working? Our router working, everything is still the same, so there's nothing complicated here. I think icon, do you need to, what do you need to import? Icons are not working, so we need to check on that. If you change this to account like this, product details, nope. Okay, so this is we need to check on this. We can try to check or remove outline, and for home we can have home. Route, what else is this guy you need to for it to show the icons? Do you need to change this to surface instead of let's change this to surface or view? Yeah, change this to view to see if you are going to get the icons. Nope, so that's not the issue. All right, we can return that to surface like this. Okay, let's try to use AI to check. Here is my update. and the icons are not showing. Okay, let's see. The issue with the icon not showing in the bottom navigation, by default the React Native paper does not use Expo virtual icons directly. Instead, it expect icon properly in the route array, not. Oh, okay. So we need to pass icons instead of the other one. Oh, okay. So AI showing that we can now use this. We can use this instead of focus icon. You see what you are using. You are using focus icon for Expo, so we can change this. And let's see the change. No. And what AI is saying next? If you want different icon focus view and focus when huh. Okay. Yes, let's see. Let's AI implement the change and we see. This is our bottom navigation. So import. We're going to import Veto. We don't have that. We can import this, and also AI says we can use this, which we have ready. And let's just copy that one again for application. So we can add this here. We can also copy bottom navigation. Bottom navigation, yeah. So down here we're going to change this bottom navigation to this one. But this doesn't look nice. This doesn't look nice at all. It looks small. It's a lot of things, but it works. But it just I don't know. What do you think about this? It works, but unless we decide to maybe move this to a different component. So we can do that. We can move the bottom our custom bottom navigation to a different component. You see. So this depends on how many places you want to use it. But this was just an example if you can how we can handle this one. All right. So here we can try to go faster to complete the rest of the things. We can maybe put this to any if it's showing error. Yes, it's still going to work. Single product. All right, so we have an issue here that the image are not showing. First of all, we need to know that, okay, is this the correct IP address? You can stop the server and do IP config. So you need to know the LAN IP address you are using. Is it the correct one? This is the LAN IP address. You see that? This is the one. If you see up here, let's see. Yeah, this is the LAN IP address. So you can start the server. Make sure that we are running the server like this. So where the image are loading, since you know that this is the correct one, and our back front end can connect. So if you open the API, this is the API. Let's close this one for now. We don't need this. Oh, we can keep the product, single product. We want to work on that, and also product cards, because this is the one. If you see the images are not showing, this is because of the back end, the URL. So if you take the API here, we know that, okay, this is correct. If it's correct, why the image are not loading? That's the thing. If you see you go to single product. We want to see the image after it has been loaded, or the product. So that we have this one product, we can console.log, so.log product data, and we want to see it here. Yeah, product data. So this is the product data. If you want to inspect the image, you see that we are getting here, you are getting 2/. So just want to load the image, we are getting 2/. So to fix that, how are we going to fix that issue? So that means you can go to API here, or we can create a function, a reusable function. You can handle this get image. Yeah? So that means anytime you try to load the image, we want to check if the image is coming by default with another slash, so that you cannot add another one. Where are you loading, handling the image or normalize? Yeah, this is it. So that means here, if you remove this guy and save, the image will probably load. Yeah, image loads. And if you click, go to single product, the images are there. So the only thing you can work on, you can decide to create a reusable function to handle this, or simply remove this one here. What can you do next? Okay, that's it actually for the image. So another thing can handle is that, okay, if this product got more than 2 images, you see by default here we only show 1 image. Here we only show 1 here, but if you see, what we are getting is actually array of images, so a list of images. So we need to find a way to show them, all of them. Okay, so let's go and do that. All right, so for this one, what I need to do is, okay, we can create we can handle images. I have some code here, I don't want to type everything. We can handle image this way. Yeah, so first of all, we can get image, maybe extract image from product. I can do, for example, const image, let's say image is equal to product.image, that one. So we need to get the pressable, we don't have, we can import pressable, import also image, import image, let's say image like this. Can you import that? Expo image. Yeah. So we also need the index. We can use the index because it's something else I want to add here. So we want to have a view, so user can preview the image. What else can you do here? We can do viewing, create a viewing image down here. Say viewing or image viewer. So for image viewer, I think you must import. You must import the from React. So we can go to package that our package.json to check if you have image viewing. Oh, it's actually here, image viewing. So from here we can now import that. We can do import image viewing. Is this correct? Image viewing. Yeah, from React image viewing. So once we have this, we can use it down here. So down here we can do image viewing. What do we pass here? We pass image, we pass also the index, we pass visible, and on a request close. Yeah, what else can you? Yeah, that's correct. So image viewing, what we do is we can take in here, instead of passing like this, we can do map. We can do map, and we take image. We pass the URI, yeah, for our image. This is correct. So index active image. We can create active image. We can just set maybe the first image. We don't need to follow up which image was clicked first, but let's just say const active image is equal to any image, the first one. So viewer visible. We can also create const let's say viewer visible is equal to, we just set it to false. If it's showing or is not showing, set it to false. So when click on an image, we call this function. We say, okay, pressable. On press, we just set the index of that image. So, and set this guy to true to just view. Okay, so let's now go to image. This is just this is not, it's not that you could have moved this to a different component. So, but to go fast, just decide to have it this way here. So if image is 1, we show image. We just call the card and show that image 1 here. If it's 2, we will create a style, flex direction, and you do row and caps to 8. So to just show 2 images side by side. But if image is 3, equal to 3 like this, what we're going to do is we are going to do the row 3. First of all, we get the first one. First image is greater equal to 3. We get the first image. We show the first image here, and the rest of the image is +1 to just remove the first image. So because we just want to show 2 images here, splice 1, so that will remove the first element. Okay, this is the one you are having. This is the one you are showing here. So we just set the height and width of the image. That's it. So this is very simple to get. So if I save that and go back to our profile, so this is what we have. So when you press on this image, it's supposed to open. Yes, it open, and I can scroll to see the next image. This is so much easy. Okay, this is it for image. And also if you go to single product, the product listing, now we have a nice looking list of our product. One last thing we can do, but we can handle that on our next episode, maybe a short episode, which will be a card. So you need to work on profile card is actually easy. I can just copy and paste that one. It's not that complicated. Okay, so we have a card context. Use context. So if you watch our previous video, you already know how we created this one. So it's so easy to create. I can close this. So we have card context, which we just use Zostand, create the card type, and product storage, item, total, add, remove, clear. This is the method, the methods which we will use, the properties, and the method is add, and also we have the remove. So remove is just going to find that item and remove the item, and also update the card. And we have clear. up here, we for the add, just get the item and also add the item there. So this is our this is the types. This is the types, and we have our properties here we're going to use. So this is so easy. So we can search for card, our card context. This is the card context, and we can just paste this content here because we don't want to spend also time explaining the same thing. Okay, so here design is the same thing. We just call the use context, the use context. Once we get that, we are going to get the properties here. We have item, total, remove, and clear. And we also get the item here, the style. So for the style, we can use the style for the theme style, theme color. It doesn't matter really. You can decide which style you want to use. Yeah. So something is that we can maybe, if you see in our product here, we use Swifas here. So that means you can maybe decide to remove this guy, instead use Swifas. Yeah. Use Swifas. You can also remove this header if you want. So if I save that, and I go, this is our card. This is the card. Yeah, so if you also want, we can wrap the card in layout. We can show it in the layout, but we already have it in the layout. So this just depends on how you want to show the style. We have already done that, so we are not going back to the same thing. Yeah, so we can instead just cover things we haven't done. We haven't covered yet. Okay, so how we do the list here? How do you do the list? This is the list, the flat list. We pass the data, which is the items we got from the card. Items we got from the card. If it doesn't exist, we will show the message. It doesn't exist. If it's greater than 0, the item greater than 0, we can show the stuff here. They show the total. Yeah, that's it. So it's very easy to understand. So the full code, once we finish our playlist, we'll just leave the full code there on the GitHub, so we can just go ahead and clone the app and walk through the rest of the code. Okay, it's nothing complicated. You can go back to our app. I can go to home screen or welcome screen, click view the product. This is the product. Now add to the card. But it didn't add, so we need to correct. We know why it didn't add the product, because here we are not actually using the method. Where's the add to the card button? Yes, add to the card. Here we are just pushing to the route, to the screen. We are not actually adding the product. So we can go ahead and work on this. Okay, the only thing you can do in here, instead to have this function like this, is a couple of things we need to do. We need to pass and do add to the card. So we don't have that function. We need to import that. We need to import that from product one. So we need to import that from use card context. And this one, now we can do push, but that we need to do tabs. We need to pass tabs like this. Tabs and pass now card. Yeah, so we need to do push argument tabs card is not assigned to parameter. Yeah, come on. Oh, let's see. Yeah, tabs like this. So we can import this. Can you import this automatically? Nope. So we have to go back to the top here. We can do const add from use card context. So we can import that. So we import that and we check that up here is here. So if I save that now and go back to our app. Go to home screen or welcome screen, open this product, now add it, and the product was added. So I can remove it. Now the card is empty. Go back here. So that's so easy and easy to manipulate too. The only thing maybe if you want to work on is user profile, update profile, avatar, but that depends. If you still want to, we can create another video and work on that.
Alright guys, so this is it, the end of our React Marketplace app using Expo, a playlist. So we covered a full stack application app from backend to front end functionalities, also using AI, designing all of that. My name is Shaban Musomba, and see you in the next episode.